The wind whispers secrets through the pines, a broken fence where the devil dines. Moonlight spills on the hallowed ground, echoes of sin still hang around. Shadows on the prairie, long and lean, stories buried where no one's seen. A ghost of sorrow in every breeze, haunted whispers between the trees. The barn's been empty for 15 years, hides a tail soaked in blood and tears. A rusted horseshoe, a shattered plow, tell of a life lost but don't say how. Shadows on the prairie, long and lean, stories buried where no one's seen. A ghost of sorrow in every breeze, haunted whispers between the trees. Howl at the rising gloom. A widow's wail fills a lonesome room. Every step feels heavy with dread, walking where the living fear the dead. Shadows on the prairie, long and lean, stories buried where no one's seen. A ghost of sorrow in every breeze, haunted whispers between the trees.
Wind moans low through the hollow pines, a lonesome whistle on the rails of time. The dirt road stretches where the shadows play under a blood moon, ghostly sway. Shadows on the prairie, they whisper and call where the devil's footprints line the old stone wall. A heavy heart and a loaded gun, running from the night, what I've done. The barn stands empty, its roof caved in, monument to forgotten sins. I hear the crows laugh in the dying light, mocking the man who lost the fight. Shadows on the prairie, they whisper and call where the devil's footprints line the old stone wall. A heavy heart and a loaded gun, running from the night, what I've done. The creek runs black, it hides no lies. I see her face in the darkened skies. Every mile I go, I feel church bell tolls for the lost and damned, but mercy's a stranger to these blood-stained hands. I kneel by the grave where the wildflowers bloom and pray for the dawn to lift this gloom.
The moon hangs low, a cold silver eye. Wolves in the distance, their howl scrape the sky. The wind cuts deep like a blade through my coat, carrying whispers from ghosts I don't know. Shadows on the prairie, they dance and they creep. Secrets in the darkness, they're buried too deep. A man can't outrun what he's done in the night. The past rides behind him, just out of sight. A cabin once stood where the ashes now lay. The stories it held burn with yesterday. The whiskey won't drown it, no fire can cleanse. The sins of my father are mine in the end. Shadows on the prairie, they dance and they creep. Secrets in the darkness, they're buried too deep. A man can't outrun what he's done in the night. The past rides behind him, just out of sight. The stars bear witness, but they never tell. Every scar on my soul is a tale they know well. The land don't forget, it remembers each name, and the wind sings a dirge for the weight of my shame. I ride through the black with my sins at my side, a lone horseman lost where the shadows reside. The prairie's alive with the cries of the damned, and I'm just a man with blood on his head. The wind hums low through the hollowed pines. A chill runs deep where the sun don't shine. Gravel roads twist like a serpent's spine, carrying secrets on borrowed time. The barn sits broken, leaning with age. Its wood holds whispers, a ghostly stage. The moon hangs heavy, casting its glow on fields of sorrow where no crops grow. Oh, whispered shadows, they call my name through the cold night air, through the blackened flame. A heart that's heavy, a soul untamed, bound to the darkness, forever claimed. hangs low like a guilty man's head. The road stretches on where angels once tread. Dust on my boots, a storm in my chest, a sinner's lament, I've no place to rest. Whiskey and shadows, they're all I've got. The fire burns cold, but the guilt burns hot in the hollows of night where the lost souls roam. Whiskey and shadows feel like home. The creek runs black with secrets untold. The wind whispers sins, bitter and cold. The church bell's silent, it tolls for none. This town's a graveyard for the man I've become. Whiskey and shadows, they're all I've got. The fire burns cold, but the guilt burns hot in the hollows of night where the lost souls roam. Whiskey and shadows feel like home. The crow calls my name from the dead oak tree, his voice like a warning, ain't no rest for thee. But I keep on walking through this cursed land, a bottle in one, the devil's brand in my hand. The dawn won't break, it hides from my sins, a life of regret when no one wins. The stars fade away like memories of grace, leaving me alone with this empty place. The moon hangs low, a ghostly light, through the pines that whisper in the night. A lonesome howl rides the cold wind's cry, and shadows dance where secrets lie. Oh, whispering pines, tell your tale of broken hearts and a love gone pale. The darkness knows what the daylight hides under the whispering pines where sorrow abides. Cabin stands where the timber creaks, with hollow walls and a floor that speaks of a fire that burned till the coals turn gray, and a soul that left couldn't bear to stay. Tell your tale of broken hearts and a love gone pale. The Darkness knows what the daylight hides under the whispering pines where sorrow abides. The river runs black, it don't forgive, carrying the sins of the lives we live. The stars above, they just look away like they've seen this story played day by day. Now the wind's grown quiet, the night stands still. The weight of silence, it bends my will. I hear your voice in the trees refrain, calling me back to your ghostly chain. There's a shadow on the ridge tonight where the pine trees whisper low. The moon hangs like a widow's tear, casting light on the gravel road runs cold and bare underneath my heavy tread. Each step feels like a solemn prayer for the ghost that ain't yet fled. Oh, the wind, it howls, the earth, it moans, a tale of sorrow carved in stone. I walk this path, my sins to bear, in the dark where no one cares. There's a cabin where the river bends, its windows black, its story grim. The echoes there are not my friends, they sing a song of him and him. The fire inside won't light no more, the hearth is cold, the past is near. I see his face in every door and hear his voice in every fear. Oh, the wind, it howls, the earth, it moans, a tale of sorrow carved in stone. I walk this path, my sins to bear, in the dark where no one cares. Moonlight cuts through the old pine trees, a wolf's cry drifts on the midnight breeze. The bottle's empty, my hands are warm. This life I've lived leaves my soul torn.
The devil's whisper rides the cold night air. Whiskey and shadows, they're always there. A rusty truck and a loaded gun, a past I can't escape, no place to run. The ghosts of my sins, they linger near. Each step I take, I feel their sneer. Whiskey and shadows, they follow me through these backwoods where I'll never be free. The devil's whisper rides a cold night air. Whiskey and shadows, they're always there. The church bell rings, but it's too late. I'm bound to the road of my own fate. The preacher said there's a chance to save, but I'll carry my sins to the grave. Whiskey and shadows, they follow me through these backwoods where I'll never be free. The devil's whisper rides the cold night air. Whiskey and shadows, they're always there. The wind howls low through the hollowed pines, a blood-red moon on the edge of time. Footsteps echo where the shadows creep. This cursed land never lets you sleep. Dust on my boots and a pistol's weight. The devil waits at the county gate. A raven cries where the barbed wire twists. Death keeps a ledger and I'm on his list. Oh, shadows on the plains, they call my name. A sinner's road paved in sorrow and shame. The night won't rest and the dawn won't rise. Out here the truth is just a pack of lies. Preacher's words fell cold as stone, a prayer for the lost, but I'm too far gone. Whiskey burns like the guilt I feel, chasing ghosts that never heal. The coyotes wail in the dead of night, a mournful tune neath the pale starlight. The scars I wear are my alibis. The past still lingers, it never dies. Oh, shadows on the plains, they call my name. A sinner's road paved in sorrow and shame. The night won't rest dry, dust on my boots and the weight of my sin. The road to redemption grows darker within. Shadows on the prairie, they're calling my name, whispering secrets of sorrow and shame. The wind carries stories of the ones left behind in the dark of the night. I'm losing my mind. A gun in my holster, cold steel in my hand. The ghost of my past rides close in this land. The stars up above, they're too far to reach. The lessons I've learned are the ones they don't teach. Shadows on the prairie, they're calling my name, whispering secrets of sorrow and shame. The wind carries stories of the ones left behind in the dark of the night. I'm losing my mind. The river runs red where the sunset once bled. Echoes of footsteps of the life that I fled. The devil's in the silence, his grip's on my soul. Out here in the wild, the darkness takes hold. I pray for the dawn, though it never feels near. Each step on this trail is bound in my fear. The cold night consumes and the shadow